Habit is the intersection of knowledge, what to do, skill, how to do, and desire, want to do. Hello, everybody. Oh, by the way, this is a quote from Stephen Covey. The quote is from the book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And so, welcome, everybody. Happy 2021. My name is Richard Francois, and this is the Astound Yourself Dating Show. Stick around. We have an awesome show for you today. If you are single and you have a resolution this year for no longer being single, finding love, we are going to talk about not resolutions, but habits. We call it the 7 habits of highly attractive singles. Are you a highly attractive single? You're about to find out. Hello again. Hello again, everybody. My name again is Richard Francois, and I am here with my illustrious co-hostess. Who are you, illustrious co-hostess?
Last time I checked, my name was Elaine Saunders, and I am an intuitive matchmaker.
Elaine Saunders is our intuitive matchmaker. That's right. She is the co-host that helps makes this show awesome. And the other person who makes this show awesome is you. Yeah, I'm talking to you, the person watching right now, quietly watching, not commenting. That's okay. You don't have to comment, but we do love it when you comment. We have Tammy Lambert, who is our regular. Hello, Tammy. And we have Ren. Hello, Ren. Thank you for watching the show. I believe this is the first time we've seen Ren on the show. Welcome. Thank you for watching. So tonight we are going to talk about habits. Why habits? It's the time of year where people want a fresh start. Particularly this year, I think people are eager for a fresh start more so than ever. Really? A lot of us have had a really rough go at 2020. Some of us have had good things happen, but many of us also have had things that we do not wish to ever have happen again, take place in the past year. One of the ways to actually change your outcomes in life is to change your habits. What is a habit? A habit is something that you do repeatedly and usually without thinking about it. Brushing your teeth, for many of us, that's a habit. We do it, don't even think about it. For some of us, drinking coffee is a habit. You don't think about it, it's just something you do. If you are somebody who drives, you may have a habit of switching lanes and always putting on your turn signal or never putting on your turn signal. All habits, things you do without thinking. Tonight, we're going to talk about habits that can make you a more attractive single. If you want to be a more attractive single, type yes in the comments. Do it now. Yes in the comments. If being an attractive single is something you want to be this coming year, we're going to talk about how to do that. Are we, Elaine?
That's our plan, Stan. I mean, Richard.
Elaine had to check. Made sure that her name was Elaine, and now she's calling me Stan. Should I be worried about you, Elaine Saunders?
What's the habit? What's the plan, Stan?
Tammy Lambert says yes. She wants to hear about the habits. Stephanie Mall says yes. All right. We have 2 yeses. Do we get one more yes? If we get one more yes, we can get started. Let's see if we can get one more yes out of our wonderful audience today.
Come on, one more.
One more yes, and we can share the habits with you.
We know you're out there.
Right? I know you're all out there. That's okay. We'll share them with you, and we're not going to make you suffer. Elaine, why don't we start with the first habit today? I'll have you read it, and then we can comment on it together. I'll comment first. You can comment afterwards. First habit that we say is going to make you an attractive single this year.
So many.
Look at that. Habit. Look at that, beautiful. Make your bed. Thank you for your yes. Thank you for participating. Ren says yes, she wants to hear about the habits. Habit number 1, make your bed. Now, there are many reasons why that's a good habit. One of them is you start your day with a sense of accomplishment. You got a sense of accomplishment. I'm speaking too fast. A sense of accomplishment. You start your day off and you get something done. That's one benefit to make your bed. Another benefit to making your bed is it creates a nice environment for your bedroom. So you see it, and
it looks so much better.
Your made bed can change the whole tone of the bedroom. But why does that make you attractive? Why does making a bed make you attractive? Well, there's that sense of accomplishment we just talked about. People who walk around with a sense of accomplishment carry themselves differently, and it does make you attractive. I once saw a speech by an army general. He was giving a what's the word for that? It's the speech they give at college graduations. The word escapes me. He was giving one of those speeches, okay? And he said, if you want to be successful in life, make your bed. And people chuckle, but he went on a litany of reasons why making your bed is a good reason. So I'll look for that, and I'm going to put it in the comments so you can watch. It's a really, really cool speech. Make your bed. It helps you feel better about yourself. It makes you attractive. And by the way, let's be real. As a single person, there's going to come a time when you're going to have somebody in your bed. It's much better to have a made bed when you're about to share somebody than a completely crumpled up, messy bed. Yes. When was the last time you saw somebody's messy bed anyway? Oh, I'm so glad that's a mess. That never happens.
No, it never happens.
So it puts you at ease. You never have to, if things happen to go well and you want to invite somebody over, you don't want to say, well, hold on right here. Let me just go fix the bed. That kind of puts a damn.
It makes her feel good. And it definitely just gives you a sense of not feeling, it just scrambles, it looks like scrambled eggs on the bed. It just gives you that whole feeling of disorderly.
That's right.
Environment, and you walk out the door, you walk in when you come home from work, or if you don't go, maybe you work from home, but just walking in the door, it just looks like chaos. Yeah. So it just gives you a good feeling when it looks nice and attractive. The whole environment sets your head straight in a good place and just puts you in a good place.
So that's our first recommendation for being more attractive. Make your bed. You'll feel better. You'll walk better.
Simple stuff. Simple stuff.
Simple. Next habit. We have a few to go to, so let's go to. Oh, I like this one. This next one, exercise. Exercise for different people means different things. We're not talking about you got to join the most intense program at the gym or buy the latest workout DVD or workout streaming service that's going to make your heart pound out of your chest. We're not saying to kill yourself for that, but you got to move. Maybe for you, it's walking around the block. Maybe it's taking a hike. Maybe it's instead of taking the elevator, walk up the stairs. Maybe it is taking that 30 minutes to breathe heavily, get some sweat on. It reduces anxiety, gives you again a sense of accomplishment. It keeps you in better shape, and better shape means that you're more fun to be around because you're not grumpy. And of course, going back to the bed, people who exercise enjoy their beds more, if you know what I mean. Elaine, your turn.
No.
Elaine's like, I'm not touching this. I'm an intuitive matchmaker, not a naughty one.
That's all I know. I'm still introducing people, and what happens after that, I have no. But I have heard a rumor. I did read somewhere once. I read it. I don't know where I read it, but I read somewhere that if you exercise regularly, your libido, that word libido, whatever that means, goes up, if you exercise. So it's good for your libido. So
there you go.
Exercise is good in general, and for your libido.
Yes.
Mucho bueno.
And we just want to just call attention quickly to our two Tammys, or two favorite Tammys of the show.
That's
Tammy
right.
Lambert said eearlier that she makes her bed every day, and it definitely makes her feel good. Thank you for validating our. Maybe you ask her privately, Elaine. We don't need to have Tammy put all her business out there unless she wants to. We won't judge.
Well,
and of course, Tammy Price says hello. Mucho gusto. Oh, Tammy's showing off her Spanish over here. With her
señorita.
Wow. Buenas tardes, señorita. All right. So that's 2 out of 5.
No, that was Thursday. I said it's not Taco Tuesday. It's Thursday.
Oh, look at this one. Giving.
Giving.
What a great habit to cultivate anytime. Giving. When you are giving, you cultivate the air of generosity and of abundance. People are attracted to abundance, not scarcity. One of the worst things that a guy can be accused of on a date is of being cheap. Scarcity just is a turnoff for most people. That's not to say spend money you don't have. However, there are different ways to be giving. And I'm not talking about, in this context, being giving to your date, showering somebody you just met with a bunch of gifts. No, there are different ways to give. Maybe you can give by volunteering at a local organization in your community. That's one way you could give. One of my favorite ways to give is there's a little place on Facebook called Buy Nothing. It's a series of Facebook groups. There's probably one in your local community. If there isn't one, you can start one. What Buy Nothing is,
Buy Nothing.
Neighbors around a particular part of town who get together and they post things they no longer want to keep. They want to give it away to somebody else rather than throwing it away. Or if you have a need for something, no matter how big or small, you can say, hey, does anybody have X, Y, or Z? And you'll be surprised the amount of generosity that goes on. It feels so good. It creates community, and it makes you an attractive person to be around. And you carry that with you all day long. Find ways to be generous, to be giving. Instead of throwing something away, ask yourself, who could I give this to? Where can I give this where it can actually carry on, make a difference, and not go in the landfill? That's one of the many, many ways to give. Write in the comments, what are some of the creative ways you've experienced being given to or that you've given? Give us some ideas in the comments of how you have been giving as a habit and how maybe this year you could incorporate giving as a new habit. Your turn, Elaine.
I gave a homeless person a piece of cheesecake yesterday.
Wow. Starting the new year with a slice of cheesecake. It's going to be a sweet year.
You know what he told me?
What?
He told me, I want money for a sandwich at 7-Star Pizza.
Wow.
Well, I was like, that's pretty specific.
Hey, listen. I bet he's read a book about asking, and he knows the more specific you are about your request, the more likely you are to get what you're asking for. Well, I want go ahead.
Oh, it was pretty interesting, but I was floored at first. I was like, oh, okay. So he walked away, but then he thought better of it and turned around and said, I think I'll take that cheesecake. I think I'll take that cheesecake.
On second thought, I'll have dessert first and see what the day brings. That's awesome.
Yeah, so he grabbed it. And the only disappointment I had is he ripped off the covering and threw it on the ground and littered. But other than that, nice. I felt good about the whole experience. Other than that.
Well, start somewhere. Maybe next time you give it to him, you say, hey, I'll give it to you, but I'm going to ask that no littering.
No littering, man. That kind of spoiled it. But it was fun. It was kind of like a fun experience. I didn't expect it. Yeah. Like, I was looking around for change, and I saw the cheesecake on next to me. I said, yeah, wow. I don't need that cheesecake, huh?
And you made someone else happy. Right. Now, let's take a look. We have some, before we move to the next question, we have some other comments here. Oh, somebody's expressing gratitude to you, Elaine. Tammy says that you brought her wings a few weeks back.
I did. I don't know what was going on in her life that day. I forget.
Yeah, Tammy, how did you earn some free wings from Elaine?
Tammy.
I have yet to get free wings from Elaine, so Tammy, you got to tell me what the secret is to get.
Yeah, but she does things for me all the time too. She came with like groceries for me when I was stuck home with COVID.
Oh, look at that!
She donates her clothes. Oh, she's got bad shopping habits.
Shireen donates
too. I get Tammy's clothes too. Wow, see, we're all good.
I know. And Victoria, look at Victoria. Victoria does some pro bono work. It makes her feel like she's sharing something important.
And there's a lot of people who need you right now, Victoria. No kidding. A lot of people could use that help right now. She's in
Absolutely.
mental health feels.
And let's say a quick hello to Ruben before we move on. Ruben's one of our regular viewers here, one of our big fans. Hello, Ruben. Happy New Year to you. Thank you for joining us and chiming in on the conversation. Let's jump into, I think we're up to number 4 now. Habit number 4 of highly attractive singles. Look at this. Look at her smile. Isn't that attractive?
Look at her hair. I love it.
Yeah, the hair. I just want to go like this to it. But don't do that. I don't recommend it. I'm just saying I want to go like this to it. But beware. Do not mess with the lady's hair.
It's awesome.
It could be a dangerous proposition. Unless, of course, she's into that. Then that's a different show. That's a different show. But smiling makes you approachable. There are so many people who are walking around with a scowl. We did an episode at the end of last year. We talked about bad habits, and one of them was resting douche face and resting bitch face. Look at her. There's no resting either face there. She's just happy as can be. Now tell me, who would you rather have a conversation with? Somebody who's smiling like that, or somebody who's like,
yeah.
If you said, well, we need to talk. If that's the kind of person you're into, maybe we can talk. We can have a conversation about upgrading your taste for the new year. But smiling as a habit makes you very attractive. Again, it releases good chemicals in the brain and in the body, makes you feel good about life, makes you enjoy life, makes you good company, and also makes you approachable. People who smile more are single less. What do you think, Elaine?
I think, yeah, I mean, makes sense, you know? It's a vibe, man. You're putting off a vibe. So if you see that little smiley face, and even an emoji, you know, you see, like, look at Dawn's little emoji. She's like,
that's right. Smiley face and happy hands. Woohoo, what's up? Hello, Dawn. Happy New Year.
It's true. You feel the vibe, man. Somebody you want to talk to and be with.
Absolutely. Absolutely. There's a reason where whenever you go into a place of business, the person who's serving you usually will have a smile on their face. Usually, not always. Some people they just can't get around a bad mood that they're in. But usually, there's a smile on their face. It's welcoming. It makes you feel good. It fosters good conversation, and good conversation fosters good relationship potentially, and that's what we want.
So, what do we do with our masks then? Like, we
thing on
our mask?
You can smile with the mask on, and people can still tell. I almost want to go find a mask to demonstrate. I am pretty sure. Let's see here. I might have a mask right here. I'm just going to dig around.
Mask smile demonstration. I like it.
Let's see. We're going to do a little experiment. And, of course, my mask is green, so it's going to look like it's going to just look funny on the green screen that I have. Maybe, maybe not. See? This is me.
That doesn't look green.
Smiling or no? This is me.
Yeah. You kind of look your cheeks went.
See?
Yeah. Gotcha. So your smile is kind of smile.
Believe it or not, you can actually still smile and you can actually be visibly smiling with a mask on. So don't let the mask deter you from showing your happiness, people.
I like the masks that do have a smile. Like I was in CVS today, and I saw somebody with a mask that had a SpongeBob smile. It was hilarious. And they looked at me, and I just started immediately just chatting. I was like, oh, my God, I love your mask. It's so cool. It's a conversation starter.
We need to have a mask that has a plastic window right where the mouth is so people can actually see your mouth.
Yeah. That would kind of fog up, though, would it? Yeah, Lil? I don't know.
It's perfect. I don't know. I mean, I would say make it sheer or lacy, but then that would mean if you cough, everything goes out through it. And that's not good. Well, Dawn says it's all in the eyes with the mask on. So Dawn is our self-appointed mask expert and smile expert today. Thank you, Dawn, for stepping in. Yep. Dawn says that it's all in the eyes with the mask on. It is. And yep. Eric says it is possible to smile with your eyes. So Eric seems to agree with Dawn.
Believe in it.
All right. Let's go to our next one.
Sure.
Our next habit. And if you're just joining us, we're talking about the 7 habits. We came up with these 7 habits of highly attractive singles. Look at this. This is the two-part habit. Laugh, or make others laugh. Now, I know not everybody is funny, not everybody's able to make others laugh, but if that's not your thing, you're capable of laughing, aren't you? So when something is funny, allow yourself to laugh. Have a good time. People who laugh tend to have other people around them. They usually are not alone. And if they're laughing and enjoying it themselves, they're going to attract somebody within a short period of time. Now, there are people who, when someone else laughs, they get all judgy about it. Like, what's wrong with this person? Don't worry about that person. You want to be around somebody that when you laugh, they enjoy it and they want to see more of that. They take part in the joy with you. So laugh or make others laugh. Now, you may not be someone who is funny naturally. That's okay. Did you know being funny is a skill and not a talent? For some people, it's a talent.
I thought that was
easier for them. You can actually learn how to be funny. You can take a class on stand-up comedy, or you can take a class on improv so you can learn to roll with whatever's thrown at you. Try it. If you always wished you were funny, look up stand-up comedy classes. Not if they're all online. You don't have to go physically someplace to do that. And learn about improv also. The beauty of improv. Rule number one of improv, by the way, improv, when two people are working on a skit together, just making it up as they go. Rule number one is make your partner perfect. Whatever they say is gold, and it's your job to run with it. When that's the rule you live by, you can turn almost any conversation into something good. And things that might not seem to have any promise could become hilarious because you choose to make your partner perfect and run with it.
So,
any thoughts?
Well, definitely, I would definitely say if anybody hasn't tried it, taking a stand-up comedy class is just for fun. I mean, it's actually pretty stressful, I have to say. It's stressful, but in the end, it's fun. It's an experience. It's a challenge. So if when people are like, oh, I'm bored, I don't know what to do, like a little bit of personal growth to kind of cause you to stretch a little, I think everybody should try it once. And I'm going to give Richard's little secret away. I saw him do his stand-up after his class. I saw a tape, and he's awesome good. I think he missed his calling.
Thank you. I forgot I had shared that clip with you. Not everybody's going to want to see that clip too now.
So funny.
By the way, I want to say a quick thank you to Susan Simon Rousseau. Susan, thank you so much. Check this out. Susan heard me mention that quote about making your bed, and she found it. If you want to change the world, start off by making your bed. It's by William McRaven. He's a U.S. Navy admiral. Thank you for that research, Susan. It's good to have people like that watching the show would know where to find things when we just think about them, talk about them. Thank you. That was awesome.
She knew that because she had to preach it to her 3 kids growing up. Otherwise, she'd be making beds all day long and over and over and over again.
So thanks again, Susan, for sharing that with us. Let's go to our next habit. I think we have maybe 2 more. Oh, this is a good one. You know what this one's about, Elaine? Listen, interest. Listen with interest.
With interest. Not just listen, but listen with interest.
That's right. Ask more questions.
What
follow along with the story.
What to say?
Exactly. Exactly.
Can you speak up a little?
One of the things that one of the mistakes that singles make is they talk a lot. Let's see how interesting I'm going to be. I'm going to say all this wonderful stuff about myself. I'm going to brag about my accomplishments, and I'm going to stand up above the rest. Actually, you're not, because that's what most other people are doing. They're talking about themselves, just bragging and bragging and bragging. If you want to stand out, one of the ways to do that is to show genuine interest. Find out one little thing about the person and ask them more questions about that one little thing, rather than doing the usual thing of a litany of questions going on the surface. Where are you from? What do you do for work? How many siblings do you have? What happened with your ex? Don't ever ask that question. All of that. Instead of doing that, find one topic and go deep on that one topic. And so maybe you're talking and you say to them, so tell me, are you Do you prefer the outdoors or the indoors when you want to have a fun? Oh, I'm more of an outdoors person. Really? So what do you like to do in the summertime? In the summertime, I like kayaking. Kayaking. What do you like? Where do you like to go kayaking? I like to go in the river. Really? I have a few. And well, why the river? Why not the ocean? Well, the thing with and you now are having a conversation, getting to hear this person's interest, and perhaps this could be an activity you do later on. But you're going a little deeper into the topics instead of, oh, you like kayaking. Great. Now, what else do you like? Tennis. Great. What else do you like? Motorcycles. Okay, now you have 3 things you like, but you know nothing about any of them.
Right.
Go deep by listening attentively. Anything to add, Elaine?
Well, something Eric says about retention, remember what they said, and a little bit about the details. Sometimes you're talking to somebody and it's obvious they're not listening if they're not, like, you're having to tell them the same thing again and again. Like, I told you that. I already told you that. Like, weren't you listening to what I had to say?
I'll call myself out. I am guilty of this because I say I'm a good listener, just not a great rememberer. And so it may be one thing that you might do, and I've done this. One thing you might do is, as you're speaking to somebody and you find out key information,
right,
in your phone, under the contact of that person, there's usually a little place where you can make notes. Oh, but Richard, that's cheating. Is it though? And if it is cheating, what's wrong with that? You're making notes about somebody.
Can't remember everything, maybe.
You can't remember everything, right? But you make a note and you can use that later on to their benefit. So make notes when they say important things like, oh my gosh, I hate tomatoes. That's weird. But okay, fine. You hate tomatoes? Cool. So you make a note of that. They hate tomatoes. And next time you order a pizza, you say, well, don't have tomatoes on that veggie pizza. Or you can playfully tease them about tomatoes and say, I ordered extra tomatoes for you. But now they're thinking, oh my gosh, they remembered. I hate tomatoes. Nobody ever remembers that about me.
Right.
So if you are not able to do what Eric is suggesting, which is remember, at least make good notes. And it has you look attentive. And guess what? Attentive people are also attractive.
Yeah, when you feel like somebody's listened to you and they've heard you, and that does make people feel like they're being paid attention to, and that makes the other person seem more attractive. It's always, if somebody gets your name wrong, they say that's the one thing that, I don't know, there's so many books written about how to connect with people or how to seem more attractive to people. And some people take it too much to heart. Did you ever talk to somebody who kind of overuses your name?
And yes, like they use it as
like every other word. Yeah, they kind of overuse it.
Taking a breath, they say my name instead of like pausing where there will be a period in the sentence or a comma. They say my name. It's like, oh, it's not okay. That's a little too much.
They overuse it because it's
say my name. Say my name. That's a bit much.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's taught. It's in books. They tell people like your name is music to your ears type of thing. So people take it and they overuse it sometimes. But it's true, just to kind of acknowledge that you understand somebody is who they are at whatever level.
Let's see what I think we have one more habit to go to. So what's our last habit? Thank you. Our last habit is showing gratitude. There's a lot of research that's been done on gratitude and the effect it has on your body, your mind, and obviously the people around you. But really, there's scientific evidence that gratitude actually changes your body chemistry. When you find things to be grateful about rather than things to grumble about. Now, look, I've been single before. Elaine is single now. We both can know that there is a litany of reasons to not be grateful about being single. But also there are plenty of reasons to be grateful, whether you is grateful about being single or just grateful, period. Look, you made it through 2020.
Absolutely. That in of itself is a huge plus.
I'm going for low-hanging fruit, but you made it through 2020. Give yourself a high five.
I've gotten to the point where I'm like, I no longer say the glass is half full for me. It's way beyond half full. and trying to adapt that attitude. You know, it's beyond half full. You're living, you're breathing, you have life, you have things to be thankful for, and instead of looking for the things to gripe about. Yeah, there's tons of things that are messed up, but if you look at the things that people got robbed, their lives were robbed from them. So many people lost their lives this year in an epidemic and a pandemic that we never knew was going to hit us. This time a year ago, we didn't know this was going to hit us.
Oh no! People around this time last year, had great plans for what 2020 was going to be like. It was going to be.
I'm watching all the Facebook memories of people partying on 2020, wishing, it's going to be a great year. You know.
Yeah.
Well, for many people who were partying, it was going to be a great year, but they're not here with us right now. So, as much as it sucked for a lot of us left standing, okay, we're still left standing. You know.
That's right. So that's what I want to leave you with is those 7 habits. If you miss any one of them, the last one being gratitude, if you miss any one of them, go back and watch the show and share it with a friend. We are here every week. Speaking of which, the bonus habit I would like to offer you, if you want to be an attractive single, is watch this show. Every week we come on with a new topic. Sometimes we have a special guest come on and give us even more insight, even more juicy stuff to talk about. So watch this show. This is one of the habits that's going to make you an even more attractive single in 2021. Thank you for watching our first show. We've seen a lot of new faces today and some faces that are returning, like Tammy Lambert and Tammy Price. Thank you so much for joining us. Eric, I think you've come before, but it's been a while, so good to see you back. Susan, I believe it's the first time you've commented, so thank you for commenting, and thank you for telling us who that great quote was from. And of course,
impressive.
Ruben, I know, right? And Ruben, of course, one of our regulars, as well as Victoria. Thank you for joining us. Dawn, good to see you back. Hello. Hopefully, we can have Dawn back on our show at some point. Shireen, hello, thank you for joining us. I think this is the first time we've seen a comment from Shireen. I believe we got everybody. Carla, of course. Ren, thank you for your comments. And Stephanie, wow, we are getting quite a number of people commenting. So we may not be able to say hello to everybody, but keep watching, keep commenting.
And we're at our event on Tuesday. We could see you. If you come to our event, we could actually see you on Zoom. If you come to our event next Tuesday night, I believe.
That's right. And we will talk more about that event. We'll make a post
that.
And you can find us that way. So before we leave, Elaine, tell everybody where they can find you on Facebook or elsewhere.
Okay. On Facebook, it's at Dynamic Introductions. If you click on Dynamic Introductions in the comments, we have posted a link. You can click on that link and you can fill out a form if you'd like to talk to either Richard or I about anything dating. Whether you'd like to talk about rewriting your online profile, talk about getting off online dating, talk about coaching, talk about getting new photos done, whatever it is you might want to talk about, who knows? But if you'd like to do that, great. We're going to be having new events coming up, like he mentioned, some speakers, guest speakers. Just tune in, stay tuned. Go on Facebook and on Astound Yourself Dating. Richard, that's where you come in for the Astound Yourself Dating portion of it.
That's right. Astound Yourself Dating on Facebook. That's one place you can find me. You can also find more of my material at grichard360.com. And I offer group classes. I offer one-to-one coaching. Let's set up a time to talk and see what's right for you.
Perfect.
Have a wonderful 2021. We look forward to helping you through whatever your dating or romance journeys are going to be for this year. Keep watching the show, comment, share with your friends. We will see you next week, same time. Goodbye,
take care.
everybody.
Make it a great one. Thanks for joining in. Happy New Year.